Let's talk a little bit about my sales management philosophy. And I think that if we were to look at our sales staffs, we could group all of our people into 3 different categories: underachievers, safe zoners, and overachievers. Underachievers make up about 10%, safe zoners make up about 80%, and then the overachievers make up about 10% of the staff. And here's what I find happening in many retail stores across the country, is we have a store that does $1 million in volume. We have 2 people that are doing $150,000. We have 1 person that's doing $300,000. And then we have 1 person that's doing $400,000. I can tell you, these 2 people are killing you because they're working the same number of hours, they're waiting on the same number of customers, and yet they're producing half of what your average is. So our job is to take these underachievers and move them up or move them out. How do we move them up? Train them. And I take a very serious approach to people in the fact that you hired this person. What did you say to that person when you hired them, whether you said it out loud or subconsciously? I'm going to give you the opportunity to have a career in a fair and equitable environment where everybody has an equal chance to be successful, and I'm going to give you all the tools and all the knowledge and all the training that you need in order to be successful here. And if they aren't successful, whose fault is it in many cases? Yours. Because again, I believe that in general, people are good. Nobody takes a job wanting to fail. Something is happening causing them to fail, and it's our job to figure that out, and either move them up or move them out. If in fact they just are a little bit slower at learning, then we need to take that extra time with them. If all you do through your training is stand up and give a sales training meeting every week, then we're only hitting one of the senses. I can't learn through reading, for example. Why? I get to the bottom of the page of the book, I don't know what the top of the page said anymore. I have a very short attention span. How do I learn? Through listening and through doing. Okay? So we've got to take responsibility and move these people up or move them out. But before I would ever terminate somebody, I would look at myself in the mirror and say, did I do everything humanly possible to help this person to be successful? And if the answer is no, then what do you need to do? Retrain them and retrain them and retrain them. And before I would ever fire somebody, they're going to know well in advance that the party's about to end, because they just lack the capability to do the things that I want them to do. And maybe they would be better suited for a career in some other industry. Okay? But if you look at these 2 people, if we could just move them up to this level, we would have a $300,000 sales increase. This person, are they operating at maximum capacity based on the information that we talked about earlier? Are they doing turnovers? Are they handling objections correctly? Are they asking the right questions? Are they maximizing every opportunity where it comes to add-ons? Could we get maybe another 25–30% out of them? Yes or no? Probably. Okay, so let's just say 30% would be another 100,000 roughly. How about this person? Are they operating at maximum? That's probably you, by the way. Probably not. Could we get another 10–12% out of them? Probably. So if we look at it, we got a $450,000 sales increase, or a 45% sales increase, just waiting for somebody to take it based on your ability to train your staff. And I think that the owner, sales manager, whoever is that person in position, can have a greater effect on the success of a company than any other human being. What do you think?